In this last video, we will create a tabbed application. We will go over setting up the tabbed application and then embedding our view controllers into the tab bar. Let's go back to our main storyboard, and we are going to delete this view controller and delete this entry list. And we will go to our object library and look for a tab bar controller. We can drag that in, and it gives us this tab bar controller, which has two tabs, and then it gives us the two view controllers. We are going to delete both of those, so the item 1 and the item 2. And then we are going to drag in our own view controllers. And if it makes it easier, you can zoom out a little bit. And then we will control drag from our tab bar controller, and we will set the relationship segue to view controllers. Do it again for the bottom one. And we could have reused the ones that the tab bar controller gave us, but I wanted to show you how you can control drag to new view controllers. We can also bring in a third view controller if we want it. And then when we select the view controller, in this case item scene, we can select the tab bar at the bottom and change the system icon. In this case, let's set this one to history, and we'll select the next one, and we will set this one to more. Not the best options for our journal app, but that'll allow us to have those icons, because if we left it at default, it would just show nothing. It would just show the title at the bottom. So now let's embed our views into these view controllers. We can select our container view and make it the full size of the screen, and delete this view controller, and then do the same thing for the view controller here. Delete that view controller, and then we will select our storyboard references, drag one next to the view controller there and one down here, and our history will be our entry list view, and our more will be our create entry, and we can control drag and embed and do the same. So now when we run the app, we will have a tab bar controller that will show us our entry list with our journal entries. And notice that we have a black screen, and that's because we never set our initial view controller. So if we go to the tab bar controller, is initial view controller, we can run the application again. And this time we should be presented with our entry list. And then when we hit the More tab, we have our Create Entry. In this section, we covered using multiple view controllers, creating the segues between the view controllers, the different options we have for navigating between multiple view controllers, and then creating a tabbed bar application. In the next section, we will cover working with Interface Builder and going over different ways to use auto layout and set constraints to be able to have our application adapt to the multiple screen sizes that iOS offers.